Gaahleri's at it again. Gaahleri's at it again. We got a new airbrush. Let's take it out of the box and see what we got, guys. See you guys inside. Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Gaahleri is at it again with a brand new airbrush design that is an upgrade over a former model. So as you can see, we've got the Gaahleri Seeker in the box, brand new, just hit my desk. This is the Gaahleri Seeker. This is their new airbrush, which is supposed to be an upgrade over the old GAD 39. So as it is kind of got several improvements and some just new design work and new materials. So basically the GAD 39 has been kind of a staple of the Gaahleri airbrush line for quite a while. This is a step forward in production and also just design for that airbrush, moving forward to suit new mechanisms. So what's new about this airbrush, we've got the built-in 6-channel quick release nozzle. It's longer than the traditional advanced nozzle, which makes installation cleaner supposedly easier. It comes with a 1/3 ounce paint cup. Features from Gaahlerie's Calm Island design. So basically we're after reducing finger fatigue with this one, and an upgraded trigger structure for smoother assembly and handling compared to the traditional advanced series. So, and it also includes a diffusion type air cap as standard. So basically they're trying to make some updates and compare it to some of their other brushes to make it a bit easier. So we've got a refined appearance, we've got some quick release upgrades, we got the 3/4 cup, and basically what we're trying to do is a more minimal design, which is good because more minimal means easier cleaning, which means possibly just a better airbrush to reduce clogging. So as you guys can see, while I gave you all that wonderful information real fast, I just kind of vomited that out real fast. We're taking a look at opening the box because that's where all the cool stuff is. And I just happen to have a GAD 39 in my arsenal right here to compare against. So that's always a good thing. Now, before I pull this thing out of the box, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, join the crew as we kind of look at all kinds of new things, get ready to see this paintbrush being used on my tool bench and some of the paint jobs that we've got getting ready to get started. So, also, if you like Gaahleri, give me a thumbs up. If you're not using Gaahleri, or if you have questions about Gaahleri, or just curious about it, down in those comments down below, tell me what airbrushes you're using and what you've just recently got, or maybe thinking about getting. Love to hear the conversation, guys. That's what the comment section's down below. So, right straight out of the box, we've got a straight, very sleek airbrush, minimal parts, minimal components. Let's pull this guy out. We've got a good weight to it. We've already got the quick release built in. I don't have to go find size adapters or any of that jazz. Some of the other brands that I've had before, that's always been kind of an annoyance. We've got our cup, so we've got a nice grooved in cup. Now, one of the things I like about a screw-in cup versus a non-removable cup is cleaning. I like getting this off, I like being able to get down there, and I like being able to clean up down in there the way I want to. So that's why I like having these separate myself. Some airbrushes, like the Badger 2020, that's built in, you can't do it. Tough noogies. We've got an upgraded trigger for anti-fatigue. Got a good click sensation there, and I feel a really good draw on the needle. Now I want to make sure, sometimes these get loose during shipment, so it's always good to make sure where we're connecting to the needle is good and tight so the needle is moving. We are doing a really good job right there, so I will put that back on and make sure we're in good shape. And then I will also put back on our stopper. Now sometimes if you watch my videos, you might see these back parts are off. That's just me being lazy. There is functionality for this. If you guys are interested in me discussing the actual full functionality of an airbrush and what each part does, comment down below. So we'll get that off. We've got a really nice looking little cup there, needle sticking out. Everything looks good. We'll get that popped off so we can see the full 1/3 cup reservoir. Yes. Now, taking a look at our prior design of a GAD 39. We closed off our ability to view that screw. I'm not sure why that was chosen, but that's okay. Cup design, very much more funneled. better looking cup, trigger, better grip. So one thing that they've been doing is this is not indented as much, where this has a heavy indent. Now what happens is this starts to pull against my finger. We've still got the grip, but I'm not having to press my thumb into it to get the grip. That's the whole redesign of the trigger. That really is kind of a good thing. It's more flat, where I'm actually grabbing this curvature more than I'm actually having to press in and hope I'm in it, causing some misaims and misfires. So all in all, you can see the adapter, all that's built in. I don't need the adapter. All in all, and actually when I'm feeling it, this feels a bit heftier actually than the older one, which is okay. That's fine. I use the GAD39 a lot, especially if I'm doing a like a model car finish. This brush has been really good for that, really good for doing it. So I'm really kind of hoping the new Seeker takes its place very, very well. You can definitely see some design changes that have kind of flowed into the airbrush, but you know where the real test is. We got to paint with it. So we're going to get some paint flowing through it, show you guys how she's working, and we'll wrap up the video. So one of the things to keep up in mind, my affiliate link for Gaahleri is down in the description down below, as well as a discount code to get a nice little discount off your order. So just kind of keep that in mind too. If you do go to order one, make sure you use that code to get a little bit even more discount than what you see on the site. So without further ado, let's get this hooked up to the compressor and let's get some paint flowing through it. All right, guys, brand new Gaahleri Seeker Jurassic Park base. So basically, this is just primed and zenithal. We're gonna come in with some paints. I'm gonna use the Kaleido line for the basis colors here with some trace gray to go onto the concrete. I'm gonna do just some brown, some reddish brown work with the Kaleido brown, and then some tungsten steel on the posts and wires. I may not do all of this right now, but we're gonna get started with it. So brand new airbrush, brand new fresh palette to work on and paint with. We're gonna get this ready to go here. So what I like about the Kaleido paints, what I've learned about them, for most part, it really doesn't need that thinning. You can really kind of get to work right off the bat with these, which I really kind of adore and have really been appreciating. So let's get to work with the Seeker. All right, we got the brown unloaded. Now this is just a base coat. This is just starting out to be mud. So guys, kind of keep that in mind. This is just a first coat that I'm showing off here. I want to show off the Seeker because I'm actually first impressions on it right now, and I'm actually kind of liking it. I like the new grip. I'm getting good airflow. New bottle of paint here. So I'm going with the Kaleido Trace Gray to start in on my concrete. And then we'll move over to the tungsten steel. All right. That's a good gray. So we'll get it brushed in here real quick. I'm not too worried about the lines. I kind of want a distortion in it right now. And where I have overspray at the bottom, I'm not worried about that right now either. So I'm going kind of for a grimy, you know, this is in the tropics, a grimy concrete look. So I'm not overly worried about precision on this first open layer here. We will do precision later on in the paint course here. You guys can hear my compressor kicking on. That's because I'm running this right at about 20 psi right now is what I'm running this airbrush at. And just for quality, I will come up the sides here and come along the back. To give a good clean coat of paint. As you guys can see, the Seeker is just dominating the field for me right now. It's doing a great job getting stuff in there, getting that gray in there, really kind of pulling a lot of this together really, really quickly for me, which is what I need it to do. We'll get this edge over here that I haven't gotten yet. And again, I'm not worried about the overspray on the bottom because I can twist that to my will. I'm gonna bring some just giving it some blush. I'm not overly worried, but I do plan on taking this kit to shows, so I want to make sure I'm being very thorough in my coverage. Yeah, come on, move over. So, all right. Now, what I am going to do is kind of come in here very gently. And give that track, because if they laid this track in the park in reality, they can't just lay metal on dirt. So there's probably a concrete track underneath it. And I want to kind of create that little bit of illusion of the concrete. So nothing crazy, doesn't have to be perfect right now. Just that illusion that there's a concrete track in here. All right, and there's all the gray. So we're moving right along into this. All right, now we're going in for the final base coat that I want to get on here. So we've got the concrete, got the base coat brown on here. Now I want to get these poles kind of with their base coat. And for that, we're going to use the Kaleido Metal Line Tungsten Steel for the base coat of that. Again, going to continue using the Gaahleri Seeker. So again, as I stated earlier, guys, this is a replacement for the GAD39. It's supposed to be an upgraded version. Just a little bit of work I've done here because you guys are seeing me use it for the first time too. I'm actually quite happy with it. So let's start getting some metal on here. I'm not worried about it overspraying too much onto the concrete. That's easily fixable. Nice looking paint onto the wires. Start bringing them back to a metallic color. Now again, this is just base coating, nothing crazy. We're just kind of bringing it back to life after the primer. And I gotta say, I'm very happy with the way the GAD39 is responding to my hand. And of course the Kaleido paints just do make it honestly a lot easier. Because like I said, I found I don't really have to dilute them. So when I look at a line that says it's an airbrush paint line, and then you send me a bunch of stuff to dilute your paint. Now granted, Gaahleri sends it too. Especially if you're wanting to use a Mobius or something like that, you need to dilute. But for like this and base coating, the Seeker is perfect, and the need to not dilute, which makes this paint line great for beginners, is there. This is really kind of starting to come back to life for me. I'm actually really happy with what I'm seeing. That's looking really, really clean, guys. So, and again, base coat. Not worried about oversprays or anything like that. We'll tidy that all up. Like even in here, I'm going to try to put some water effect in the puddles. I'll actually bring in some terrain materials to actually give this a bit more bounce and life. So all in all, we've got a really nice... Here, I'm going to come along the track here and just give it a metallic highlight. Start giving that metal track its life. And I'm just very gently pulling back on the trigger to let the paint come out. And you can already see how this is starting to take life. From just a little bit of work. We're already bringing it into life. Now of course, you know, I still got a lot of work to do on this base. A lot of work to do on this base, but again, just 3 colors base coating has already kind of changed the entire feel, because we still got to do all the rock work, and the Jurassic Park symbol is going to take a little bit of work to get done. But all in all, the metal work might be, I'll still give it some differential. I'll want to paint like where it's kind of gotten fungus, you know, moss growing on it, because it is in a tropical area that these are living. But is a Gaahleri Seeker a win? I think so. Really good brush. I think it's on a really good discount right now, or will be. So, and of course my code to get even more discount is available down in the comments down below. Hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you haven't got one, go check out the Gaahleri Seeker on their website. The website link is down below. My discount code is down below, so you can get even more money off. But if you're looking for an all-purpose standard airbrush, check out the Gaahleri Seeker. So thank you guys. If you enjoyed this content, you want to see more of me talking about airbrushes and all that kind of stuff, or even I am contemplating doing an airbrush tutorial on cleaning and all that kind of stuff and maintenancing. If you guys want to see that, definitely get down in those comments down below. Let me know that you want that. Also, again, it's one of those things. Make sure you're subscribed for more content. Give the video a thumbs up. I know there's a lot of people out there that like Gaahleri, like Iwata, like all the other brands. Well, guess what? Iwata is the only one I don't have, but I've got stuff from Badger. I've got Harder and Steinbeck. So I've got all kinds of brushes if you guys want to see content on those as well. But this one, we're debuting the Gaahleri Advanced Seeker. Thank you guys. We'll see you in the next video.